Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My last video, I did it. Actually, this is my third Miami video. This is actually a lot of fun. So my last video was about the cheapest house in Miami, and I think it came in at around $185,000, no HOA fee. Now, check out that video because this video will make a lot more sense after you watch that one, because on this video we're actually going to jump into the most expensive house in Miami, and it is pretty insane. So this is the house for $100 million. This is so insane. Now, this is really interesting. This is how the house looks right now. But what they're also selling you are these plans of what your house could look like. You basically would have to completely tear down this house and start from scratch. So on top of paying $100 million for what it looks like right now, you're talking about basically bringing it down to the ground and recreating a whole new house. Now, they pride themselves on this new, I guess, plans, because remember, they need to have this approved by the city, right? So apparently they have all that ready. I was looking at this and I'm thinking, man, this is just doesn't look real. And then I'm looking at other photos. I'm like, well, this is real. But now I came to the conclusion that, yeah, so this is actually the real house. And it does feel a little bit on the dated side. This is what's worth $100 million. But they also comes with, like I said, the designs for a new house. Now, obviously, whoever buys it can trash that design if they want. But right now, you would actually just be paying for this. Now, all these images, unfortunately, are computer generated. The real house is right here, and they're not really showing much of the real house inside, possibly because these people are so rich and they want to be very, very private. Okay, now let's jump over to the second most expensive house in Miami, Florida right now. Man, I'm actually going to check out the first four because the third one looks insane. But this one is worth $80 million. Now, let me just remind everyone that people that buy this, it's not like they're going to go to their local, Chase mortgage department and try to get a loan. You're talking big money. You're talking, people that are just billionaires, right? Complete billionaires. Imagine the taxes you would have to pay on something like this. Imagine being the real estate agent. Imagine getting that 2.5% of $80 million. Insane. That's, it's all about who you know. Now, this house is really nice. Look at that. So this is downtown Miami. It's facing the intercoastal. It has its own dock. Very, very private, very prestigious, and very, very expensive. $80 million to be exact. When you go in, it's your standard super duper mansion. Look at that backyard though, man. Imagine you park your super nice boat right here. You come out and then you're out there cruising, the water's very, very nice. This is definitely the type of house that you're going to need full-time staff. Look, you could even play golf in your roof. That's when you know you have a lot of money, when you have grass on your roof. Only the richest of the rich people can afford to have that. Look at this house. What do you guys think? Look at that pool. I think this is a pool right here. It's hard to tell, I think, because the water is really clear, but no. Oh yeah, it is an infinity pool. This house is pretty insane. It's huge. Look at this outdoor area. Super duper nice. This is the cream of the crop to be able to afford an $80 million house. And here's a 3D model of the house. Pretty nice. But yeah, this is nuts. Now, I'm just wondering, it is real, right? You really have to be careful these days. You're looking at, pictures and you're like, wait, is that a computer generated image or is that a real image? Sort of got to be careful, but it could be real to me. Yeah, it looks real. Again, the technology is getting so good these days that sometimes it's hard to tell if the homes are for real or not for real. But yeah, this is it. Look at this. What do you guys think? $80 million. Now let's look at the third one. This is one that I really, really like. Now this is $76 million. $76.5 million for almost 8,000 square foot, 7-bedroom, 9-bath. Now this is a nice, super nice house. Again, $76 million, very outdoorsy. This is the type of house that I like. I mean, it's literally resort living. Now, obviously, if you could afford a house like this, you're gonna have a full-time staff. Look at that at night, just looks insane, right? Wow, $76 million just totally blows me away. Now, this is in Miami Beach, very prestigious area and very desirable. This is where people want to come. This is where the richest of the rich hang out. Now, this is an actual real house, real photos. None of it looks fake. None of it looks like 3D. Let's see what kind of car this guy has. Oh, yeah, nice Bentley right there. So, yeah, so this is the real deal. Let's see the property real quick. It does have a slip for a boat, and it's very long property, and you look at your neighbor's house, it's like insanely big too. So you are going to be among the richest of the rich here. Wow, look how if this house right here is $76 million, and look at that, like how thin the property is. Imagine how this one will be, what this one will be worth, right? The next door neighbors. It's almost double the size of the square footage. And this one over here has a 10 square. It looks even bigger than this one. So there's a lot of money right in this little area right here. I mean, this is if you can afford $76 million, I mean, that is some big time money right there. Here it is. It is actually a really nice house, really, really private. It looks like you're, basically next to some ultra millionaires. Pretty insane. Now, how many people out there can afford something like this? If you could afford something like this in Miami, you could afford something anywhere in the world. The one after that is 75 million. The one below that is 60 million. So there's some huge, huge expensive properties. The key would be to be the real estate agent for one of these. Look at this one. This one's pretty insane right here. This one's 45 million right on the Atlantic Ocean. Very, very beautiful. Look, you get your own private beach. Nobody's going to mess with you. This is really, really nice. I actually love this house. It's got a basketball court back there. Yeah, the biggest problem you're going to have is keeping the sand out of your home. Yeah, this is actually really, really nice. But man, $45 million for almost 12,000 square foot. Anyways, this is the richest. I mean, these are the most expensive houses in Miami right now. As you can tell, they're all mostly on the beach. There's a few scragglers out here. 6 million way out west. Here's 4.5 million, again, way out west. And down here, you have 4 million, 3 million. So there's a few pretty expensive homes. Look, wow, this one in the middle of nowhere. Wow, I've heard about this house. Look at this. I think a famous basketball player lived here. Look at that, $20 million. It's way down south, and you basically have your own island. Look at that. Wow. Wow. But look where you are. You're literally in the middle of mosquito land, next to some farms. Very, very private. Only one way in. It's going to be hard to do a break in here because could you imagine trying to swim with a flat screen TV, Well, you would obviously need to use that road. But yeah, no, this is pretty insane. Look at the inside, just crazy. Look at that weird room. What a weird house to have, right? Again, I think a famous basketball player lives here. I think if you read right here, you'll find something. I've seen this before. I'm going to research this house. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video. I'm glad I finished with this one. That was a really great find. Where was it? It was down here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish this video. If you guys want me to check out the most expensive house in your neighborhood, please go ahead and click comment down below. Let me know where you want me to go, and I'll make you that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.